Ma'am, you're right. But according to me, idiom is not like necessary, especially in this time, right?
Yes,
After the end of this journey of speaking, you have to just meet with those people who have ever fascinating to just use their normal language, normal conversation. Okay.
yes,
If you could just need to consider about our native language. In native language also there are many kinds of way of talking, right? People says many kinds.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, Very good afternoon, Chandan. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm good, and we are meeting first time, so we should be introduce self.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So it's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Malata, and I'm from South Telangana. Have you heard about it?
Yes, I know.
Yes. I live in Hyderabad. Coming to my education qualification, I completed my post graduation, and I used to work as a teacher, but I left the job. Presently, I'm a homemaker, and this nowadays I started. What is it? Started my YouTube channel. So I think since from past 1 month, in the month of March. So I'm uploading some videos on that, some conversation videos on that, and it's on my name, Suma Gadila. So
That's
that's all
very
about me.
that's very impressive, ma'am. Okay, if I talk about my self, ma'am, I belong to Bihar state. I'm also teacher in a private school, as well as I'm also like helping to the beginner student by attending the sessions with the new people and telling them different kinds of idea to enhance, yeah, improve their communication skills nowadays. If I talk about my hobbies, so I like to traveling as well as I like to learn new things. Yeah, it's all about me.
Okay. So you're from English medium background. I think what I'm observing is your accent is something different. That you're. It seems that you're practicing British English like that.
No, ma'am,
Mhm.
I belong to Bihar state, so that's why maybe uh, basically every people have their own way of talking,
Okay,
meaning.
okay. But it sounds me like you are something you're practicing some British accent like that. Okay. So.
No, ma'am.
Mhm.
The problem is that still we do not have the proper knowledge about basic. This is a requirement in this time. So how would I expect to having the accent of British, right?
Okay. Nowadays, people are learning by what is it from YouTube, no? So that I thought like that. And so, what made to learn about this language?
I think, ma'am, it's been a 1 year you can consider.
Okay.
Yes,
So, how is your
because
journey? Yeah, yeah, tell me.
yeah, yeah, my journey also as a usual to all the people which they
Mhm.
have been facing at the beginning stage, right?
Okay.
I am also one of them who have been suffering many kinds of problem in life. During
Okay.
learning this language, I would connected with many one of them and heard their struggle story, right?
Yes.
I've taken classes basically before time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically, first I grabbed some basic knowledge of grammar, which was very requirement, especially in this field. And then I attending sessions with the new people, having the new kinds of idea. I
Yes.
always try to implement myself. So you can consider, ma'am, that is
Yes.
my effort.
Okay. Till now, how many sessions you had?
I think I've attended, I think 20 plus you can consider.
Okay.
Yes.
So, have you to say observe your news? Have you find any changes in yourself?
Yeah, of course. Uh, whatever changes I got in myself, like I just developed some experience you can consider, like I would aware about different kinds of things, like their religions, their perceptions. I learned something new from them. These kinds of changes I got in myself because I learned from all of them.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. Can you share any your past experience about this language?
I
Any
think there is,
experience, whether it is a
yeah,
good or yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think there is no specific Quite well, quite impressive. It's a journey of my past time. But I would like to tell you, ma'am. Basically, when I knew my internal opinion, like I should be learning this, I should be indulge myself in this field. So at that time, the thing was that how could I learn this, right? At that time, I had a phone, so I took some subscription of teachers. But before I watched some free videos of there, after the grasping little kinds of experience of all the teachers, then I took classes. I have done 1 month of classes. I just done myself there, learning something new, and then I left out because that was not a long-lasting process. We should be apply, right? That's why I left out, and I kept going on myself in this field a lot, like by practicing with other people. And obviously nowadays, ma'am, you can get so many audio application apps, right?
Yes.
So I used to do also, right? So you can consider that was my pastime, which I did.
Okay. So which app you used?
Before
What?
time, I used to a lot, but nowadays I'm attending with the people face to face because as I consider this is a very effective way to improve yourself, right?
Yes,
Because
yes,
expressions gestures of yours, it is a much requirement of maintaining while conversation with other, right? And at the last, you have to face, right, these kinds of situations. So why don't we before become familiar of these situations, right? Make comfortable self. So in coming time, we will never face any kinds of problem when it
yes.
comes, right?
Yes, Sujat, I agree with you. Earlier, I
Yes,
used to, what do you say that I used to use this Ace Fluency app and Talk Now, these two apps. Since from past you consider 5 days or 10 days onwards, I stopped using this because I have this app conversation is only better. I feel like what you said is absolutely correct. So I feel this is only better. I'm
you're right.
using this. And you can, and we are not getting time also. So daily, if two or three conversation is more, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Because this is a second language, we are trying to involving self in this field forcefully. Yeah, whether we have a different kinds of reasons you can consider, right? But we are, all the people are learning. We are trying to be perfect in this field.
Yes, yes. But some people are means that people are very good here. Whatever I observe that they are very friendly and they're ready to help whatever if we are having any doubts also. So I love these sessions. They're ready to they're
Of
helping
course,
hand.
ma'am. Every people have the same reasons, right?
Yes,
There is no anything existent selflessness, right? If both of persons have the equal reason to debating, yeah, learning something new, that's why we are not having any kinds of difference, yeah, in any kinds of misbehavior of any other people while
yes.
conversation with them. That is a point, right?
Just from last one
Okay,
and a half.
ma'am. So
Yeah, you're saying something?
I'm so curious. Yeah, yeah. I'm so curious to know, ma'am, your journey of speaking. When did you realize you should be also learn spoken, and why did you indulge yourself in this field?
Yeah,
What was the reasons behind it? Yeah.
yeah. See, since from my KG to PG, I completed my education in English medium only, but I don't have that much surroundings to you where can I can enhance my language like that. So even whatever language may be, why if we do not have a consistency or we do not have that touch, we will lose it. Even I do feel like that. So if somebody will talk to me in English, and you see some people do the show off, isn't it? They know a lot of things. If when two people are very perfect in talking, no, that time I have faced such situations where two people are talking very much, even though I understand, but a little bit hesitate. And you see that they'll not even give a chance to talk to you also, and they'll not encourage. So this type of situation I faced a lot. Then that day I decided, even though they are you can say that they are not completed their education, but they are doing, they are learning. So yeah, I have enough qualification, why don't I try? This is the main reason, and I started my journey from that. Slowly, I'm learning some words, reading books like that. But I didn't upload it. I didn't had any conversation with any person. After that, when I used to go to some parent-teacher meeting also there, and I start fumbling like that. You can say when the teacher is starting in speaking in English, immediately I start in my native language. So this is happened. And there is one picture. Have you heard about that English of Sri Devi? Have seen so many times that movie. I don't know why, but that movie, as you can say, that very much inspired me like that. So at any cost, I have to learn this language. Since from the day onwards, I'm very obsessed with this language, and I started intriguing in this language.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever disease had you taken before time, that is the reason behind this. Because of still you are able to talk with me and talk with the many one of them. That's a really great. I think every people should be learn this language because this is language so you can learn their customs, traditions of life. You can start it respecting to other peoples, right? And you
Yes,
will
yes,
be knowing the value of people's importance of their privilege, right? Their authority. So many things are there. How will you get the equality, right? How will you rid of like that inferiority, like discrimination and etc., which is generating day by day between the peoples, higher class, low class. These are expression, perception you will ever get through this language, right? About by the speaker. So without having appropriate knowledge, how would you grab their meaning, right?
yes,
So
yes.
that.
And you see, even when I feel that the opposite person should able to understand what we are saying, isn't it? Some people are using what do you say, the idioms, phrases, isn't it? So when I feel that when we are in a beginning stage, that we will not understand that the idioms are even I too idiom when I watch some English movies that like that. And there are so many idioms in that movie. I'll not understand. Again, I'll repeat it, and I'll search for the meaning of it. Okay, so in what do you say, the native people will use so many idioms and phrases. So this will enhance our language. What I feel that the other person should also be very familiar about these words. So then only we can, what do you say, have a good conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, but we often use our normal conversation, right? In native language also, right? We do not prefer self to use a different kinds of way of talking to other because even you are very educated in idioms and phrasal, but we have to consider about that other kinds of person also. Really, that would be eligible for having our meaning or not, right?
Yes,
We have to think those people also with whom we are connecting and conversation with them, right?
yes,
It doesn't
yes,
matter we are showing our appearance a very high standard and that people are starting feeling inferiorities, low, right, hesitations. We do not let them feeling like that while
yes.
conversation with them.
It's a
We have
guilty.
to maintain equality, right? We
Yes,
should be encourage them, but not by telling them directly. We are just showing we are just show the behave of like that so people can encourage by us, right? If you inform them, then they will never motivate by you, right?
yes,
We have to make the behave around them so they can internally feeling well and they can openly talk to you in their own manner. They will never have any kinds of hesitation while talking with you, right? That is
yes,
called humanity. Yeah,
yes. What you
right.
said is absolutely correct. So, how
Yes.
you mean, how you practice, how you make yourself surrounded with this language? What are the sources you are using?
Basically, just like ma'am, I have been attending the with new persons sessions, and apart from, I love to read novels, which is very essential. You can consider novel, a story. Some of time I watch web series on YouTube. So many speech, just like that. Usual.
Okay. And
Yes, ma'am.
see, one more thing I want to share. When we say, what do you say? when we upload our videos. Some of my familiars said that you're having the same repeated conversation. We are getting bored. Something new. Why don't you people, when you talk to the other person, tell them why don't you use something else to pick up any topic and talk. Because your whole conversation is like the what you learned, what I learned, how you learned. This type of regular questions are only there. So when you are planning to have a conversation, you tell the some people that when to discuss in a different topic like this. Some people are nowadays giving some this type of suggestions to me. So I said, okay, well, I took it in a positive way. What they are saying is also correct now. But in the beginning, it is very compulsory that we should introduce ourselves. Why? Because we are also meeting that person first time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, I think whatever we know now, in that level, na, we can talk, right? If the other people saying whatever according to their opinion, it is not going to happen, na, right? We have to just see our ability, how better we are in kinds of field. So based on our like limitation, we can talk. Gradually, we are learning, we are approaching on that type of level. Then we can extend our conversation level, na, right? So you
Yes.
can comment them. Okay, we are still beginner. We are just co-learner. We are trying to learning, right? Obviously, in 1 year, yeah, after 2 year, you must see a different kinds of appearance about me in conversation, right? Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
Okay,
Think
I
some.
have a question. Okay, I have a question. Like nowadays, how have you been improving your spoken apart from this session? Because this question from the beginner side, yeah.
Okay. See, I'll use mirror talk.
Mirror talk.
As yeah. See, when I start this means when I'll do my household chores like that, then that time I'll play one video or audio play. On that I'll listen and I'll do. Whenever I'll come across with that any particular word and I'll get an interesting topic in that conversation, again once again I'll listen to that. And sometimes what I start is I'll do mirror talk. According to me, I feel it is very beneficial to me. And if today I'm talking with you, miss, it is you can say that with the help of the mirror talk only I'm facing you. Why? Because I'm an introvert student. I never face any person like to what do you say speak like this. So when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I'm talking. Not only I'm listening and speaking, I'm also what do you say that thinking. So these three things will very helpful to us, and it will direct whatever the content is there, whatever it will directly go to our mind, and the impact will be there for a long time. With this, we can easily learn our ways. We can easily reach our goal, and we can easily learn anything, and it will improve our confidence also with 200% guarantee. I'm saying that since from starting day one I'm using this technique. So myself I improved a lot.
Yes, ma'am. You're right.
Yes. Because in the you can when you observe in my first video I didn't have this much confidence also.
Okay.
Even sometimes I feel that okay, we are able to I don't know that much high vocabulary, but I can talk in a normal way. But that is also very difficult for me to talk. I used to get fumble, I used to get hesitate, all these things. Slowly I'm overcoming from these things.
Yes, ma'am, of course. As I consider without indulging in yourself in kinds of situation, how will you improve yourself? Right. This is the first priority of all the beginner to have to just forcefully indulge self in that kinds of environment to improvement only, to improvement purpose only. So you are doing well. After spending a well of time of yours, you must be a better, comfortable in that kinds of situation, and you will never facing any kinds of problems. That is called learning process, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. So I think it's going to 21 minutes. So we should be end this session.